Imagine a world where knights rode zebras into battle, where cowboys crossed the Wild West on black and white striped mounts, where police officers patrolled cities on zebras instead of horses. Sounds strange, right? But here's the thing. At first glance, zebras seem perfect. They're fast, they're strong, they can carry weight, and they're closely related to horses. So why did humans spend thousands of years riding horses while completely ignoring zebras? The answer begins millions of years before humans even existed. Long before people built cities or fought wars, the ancestors of horses and zebras followed very different paths. Horses evolved in environments where survival often depended on cooperation. Over time, they developed social behaviors that allowed them to live in organized groups, follow leaders, and work together. These traits would eventually make them ideal partners for humans. But zebras evolved in one of the most dangerous places on Earth, the African savanna. Every day they faced lions, hyenas, cheetahs, leopards, and wild dogs. Life was brutal, and in that environment, trusting the wrong thing could get you killed. So zebras evolved a completely different personality. They became suspicious, aggressive, unpredictable, and extremely difficult to control. A horse that feels threatened usually tries to escape. A zebra might decide to fight. They kick with incredible force. They bite hard enough to cause serious injuries, and unlike horses, they rarely forgive mistakes. If a zebra doesn't trust you, it makes that very clear. But surely humans could have trained them anyway, right? After all, we've trained lions, elephants, and even bears. Well, that's where an important distinction comes in. Taming is not the same as domestication. A tamed animal is an individual animal that learns to tolerate humans. A domesticated animal is a species that has been selectively bred over many generations to live alongside humans. And that's a much bigger challenge. In fact, humans did try to use zebras. European explorers in Africa captured them. Some trained zebras to pull carts, others rode them. A few even looked surprisingly successful. For a moment, it seemed like zebras might become the horses of Africa, but there was one huge problem. Training one zebra was possible. Training millions of zebras was not. Unlike horses, zebras don't breed easily in captivity. They don't respond well to human control. And they don't naturally accept a hierarchy in the same way horses do. Every new zebra required enormous effort. Generation after generation, the same problems returned. Meanwhile, horses were doing exactly what humans needed. They reproduced reliably. They adapted to human environments. And most importantly, they cooperated. That single trait changed history. Horses carried armies across continents, pulled plows that transformed agriculture, connected distant civilizations, delivered messages, transported goods, and helped build the world we know today. Zebras had the speed. They had the strength. They even looked similar. But they lacked one crucial ingredient: the willingness to cooperate with humans on a large scale. So the next time you see a zebra, remember this. Humans didn't choose horses because horses were stronger. They chose horses because horses were easier partners. And that small difference helped shape entire civilizations. Sometimes two animals can look almost identical, yet one changes the course of history, while the other remains forever wild. Today it was zebras and horses. Next time, it might be something even stranger. Thank you for watching. If you're curious about the hidden stories behind history, science, and our world, subscribe to Call Chakra and join us on the journey.